That was awful, man. What the hell are you doing?
What? Oh, come on. This was going to be a great... Well, then, I'm just going to go normal. Right then, welcome to TevsTV. I'm Tevs, obviously, and with me is the ever-present John.
Well, hello there.
Rob's currently off at some swanky party. Apparently he has too much of a life for the internet.
The worst possible excuse.
We've recently, and when I say recently, I mean 5 minutes ago, we watched Doctor Who, Asylum of the Daleks. Oh, John, what did you think? Just overall.
Overall, really good. I have no complaints, major complaints, that is.
Same, I thought it was very, very good. As far as I can tell, the next Doctor Who companion is going to be A, a Dalek, B, dead, C, I must say, incredibly sexy. How do you think they're going to write this into the rest of the series? How do you think that, you know, hot Dalek action is going to become the next companion?
I think you have to think of this in 4 dimensions instead of your 3-dimensional brain.
Oh, I'm sorry. Obviously, my
remember, the Doctor can travel back in time, obviously. The only way I can think that they're going to bring her into the series is to go back in time and pick her up at a point that's earlier on in the timeline.
That's the way that I think they're going to do it. My only problem would be is that that's something that Stephen Moffat has already done in the form of River Song. Sort of like Irene Adler too. You've got female version of the protagonist who's very... their words and their lines and their language has a tendency to go towards the flirty and the sexual.
Mm-hmm.
And then if that's the way they do go with Oswald, you'll have, you know, the time travel purposes. They don't meet each other in the right order, and the relationship is a series of paradoxes.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be the same kind of situation. I can't see any other way. Although Stephen Moffat, if he can pull something different off, you'd give Stephen Moffat the job because he has a very creative mind in that way. It'd be a bit odd if they decided to forget about going back in time to pick her up and instead use the Dalek version.
I would actually be very interested in that. I would...
The Doctor and the Dalek.
The Doctor and the Dalek is going on magical adventures through the world of Minecraft. Those are 2 things I wouldn't actually mind seeing. Basically, I quite like the idea of the Doctor just having a sassy Dalek run around
Sassy Dalek.
Just running around the TARDIS console room.
You can make a really good sitcom out of that.
Yeah, it was. I wouldn't be surprised if someone does as soon as this episode gets released. It was just what I would also if they do go the time travel route. You know what I would like to see?
What?
Jenna's character meet River Song. I think that I would actually.
That'd be kind of weird. That'd be weird. I like it.
Yeah, it was like two very similar, completely different people, and like you could do it with like an episode that doesn't even have the Doctor. It could be a Doctor Light episode.
Yeah.
You've just got Oswald and River Song who just meet each other randomly in like a time paradox and like have to sort of fight their way through it. I think that would actually be very cool.
Yes, it would be cool.
And then they start flirting with each other, and oh dear,
whoa,
oh crap, we've gone into slash fic territory.
Well, you've already ruined your new poster, Evans. I don't know what you're gonna
do. What did we think of the Daleks as well? I'm just wondering.
You know what? I'm glad they didn't use too many of the multicolored rainbow Daleks.
The Power Gene Dalek. Oh, so you're one of the haters of
the rainbow Daleks. That's what I call them.
The Power Daleks, please, or Dalek Rangers, whatever Power Rangers reference you want to do.
Rangers.
Power Daleks, Lost Galaxy.
Even though you can't audibly hear this, I'm facepalming.
To the galaxy you'll go, Power Daleks, go, Power Daleks, go, Power Daleks, go. There lies a key to the power and the Doctor you will know. Power Rangers, go, Power... Oh shit, there's supposed to be Power Daleks. Well then, enough of this.
That was terrible. That was worse than the intro.
So yes, you thought that was quite the unusual interlude. So you quite liked the fact that they didn't focus on the Power Gym Daleks.
Yes, shit. That was the actual topic of conversation before this whole Mighty Morphin Power Rangers started. I also getting off the topic of Daleks for a second. Anyway, I mentioned earlier about continuity.
Yeah,
I think as soon as Amy got injected with the nanoparticles from the air,
Yeah.
the Doctor said to Amy, "Hold on to scared, because that's not Dalek."
Yeah.
I thought the entire premise of going to the planet in the first place was because the Daleks was too scared to go down there.
That's a very good point.
And that kind of irritated me for a while. That lingered on. I could forgive it. But
So
I don't
yes,
know.
and I think the final section of the episode that we haven't talked about yet is Amy and Rory. How do we think that is, or they were treated, especially with their story arc of we're not together anymore. Oh yes, now we are together. I can't give you babies. I don't want babies. I want love. I thought you wanted babies, etc., 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 etc.
I think that was probably the weakest part of the episode for me. I think that the whole breaking up thing was completely pointless. I didn't see what that I didn't see anything that it actually added to the series. It didn't make it much sense in my mind.
Yeah, it doesn't have very much plot wise. I'm guessing
It doesn't have a lot of weight to it. I don't think.
Yeah,
there wasn't a lot of build up, and it kind of just got back to normal in one episode. It's nothing major. If you're gonna do something major like that, you kind of make it a prolonged thing. You start off small, and it gradually escalates into something bigger.
Yeah, and instead,
whereas this,
instead, what we get in this episode is that we get a scene where they go, "Oh, they've split up now," and then we get a scene where they go, "But we still love each other." And then we get a final scene where they kiss and make up, and they go into the house, and then obviously, then they have sex or something. I don't know. What do relationships do? I don't get it.
Lovely image right there. No.
So we've talked about the other aspects of the TV show. We've talked about the new companion, the Daleks, old companions. Let's talk about the Doctor himself. Let's talk about, in particular, Doctor Who and Moffat's seeming fetish for ending every script with just people going, Doctor Who, Doctor Who, Doctor Who, Doctor Who.
I kind of just facepalm when he does that. It's so blindingly obvious.
Yeah, especially when you've just got the Doctor sort of skipping around. Doctor Who, Doctor Who. It's just...
I kind of like it though. I'm kind of I secretly like it.
I can't tell whether it's cheesy or whether it's clever. I think
cheese. I hope it's cheese anyway. I find it pretty amusing when I see it or hear it.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why we accept it. I think that's because it is incredibly cheesy, but while we're watching, it's just
a bit of a laugh, isn't it? Really, so a bit of a nod to the series.
Yeah, it's just a little clever meta nod. I'll accept this. I'll take it for face value, which is really what you have to do for Doctor Who. So, yes, I think that's pretty much summed everything up.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't really have anything to add.
Right then. So, yes, this has been TevsTV with Tevs and John.
Yo.
No, you say goodbye. You stopped.
I keep on doing that. I keep on. Oh,
Christ.
Goodbye.
Yes. This has been TevsTV reviews Asylum of the Daleks. Thank you for watching and goodbye.
Thanks. Bye. That was awful, man. What the hell are you doing?